Hey, it's that time of the month again. That's the worst way of saying that.
Nope.
It's the worst way of saying that.
This is a different time.
Anthony and I are doing another hangout for our patrons. If you want to hang out with us on Tuesday, April 28th, 5 p.m. Pacific time, become a patron. Go to patreon.com/wehaveconcerns.
Yeah, I'm generally a fan of all grains. I'm a friend to all grains as far as food goes.
I just had never had Freaka before.
I like the name.
And get your freak out, get your freak out. Don't. That's
really? In the cold open?
That's what
You're going to dad joke in the cold open?
That's what I sing when I'm making Freaka.
I think it was a dad joke,
like,
and then you tried to get your freak out. Welcome to We Have Concerns. Hi, Jeff Canada.
Hi, Anthony Carboni.
Oh, wow. Guaranteed dad joke free episode since we got rid of it in the cold open.
That didn't count as because I wasn't.
What?
Oh, man. It's hard to fight cancer in the brain. Very, very difficult to fight cancer in the brain.
It's hard to do anything in the brain.
Yes.
Messing around in the brain at all is really, really, really complicated. And cancer, sure, yes.
Well, Seth Bedwell, who sent this article to us using wehaveconcernshow@gmail.com, is making us aware of a very interesting new plan that some researchers are pursuing, where they're going to actually paint tumor cells in the brain with this thing that'll basically be a fluorescent sort of marker so that you can be more precise in removing cancer cells from the brain.
Do you want to hear something awful?
What's that?
I am aware of this procedure already because my fiance watches Grey's Anatomy, and it was on Grey's Anatomy, where they paint it with a Gina Davis had a very advanced stage of tumor and cancer in her brain, and they painted with a fluorescent thing, and the whole idea was the cancer was so advanced that like so much of the brain lit up that it was like you could see it reflected in the doctors' faces, and they were like,
well, now I don't want to do this story if Grey's Anatomy's done it. Fuck this story.
I'll tell you what.
The crazy thing about this, right, is they're going to use these little molecules. They're going to paint special fluorescent molecules on those tumor cells. But the craziest part
that I learned something from Grey's Anatomy.
Well, you learned how to feel.
Well, sure. We all learned how to love from Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We learned that relationships are give and take. We learned that life doesn't always turn out the way you planned, and that's okay.
Yeah.
We've learned all those things. But that's all I want to learn from Grey's Anatomy. I do not want to learn any science from Grey's Anatomy.
And you never thought you would,
I never thought.
have.
But you know what? Sometimes life throws you a curveball, and that's okay. And I learned that from Grey's Anatomy too.
Allow me to throw you a curveball, because it's remarkable that we can do this, that we can paint tumor cells so they show up more accurately. Mm-hmm. But the craziest part of the story is yet to come, sir. Because how do we get this paint?
Because two doctors who invented it are in love, but they can't be together.
They can't be together because what kind of professionalism would that be?
It's like they're in love, but like they have different goals in life.
Yeah.
Like one of them wants to go to Ohio and be like a heart doctor, but the other one just wants to paint tumors.
You know way too much about Grey's Anatomy.
Ohio, I just pulled out about. Okay, I do know way too much about Grey's Anatomy. Anyway, go on.
How do they get this magical protein that they're using to instill the paint on the
dark
tumors?
Magic?
Very close. Guess where it comes from? An Israeli Deathstalker scorpion. It's the poison from an Israeli Deathstalker scorpion.
The scorpion that's so poisonous, its poison glows?
And yes. Well, it's so poisonous that they named it the Death Stalker. So that's pretty bad.
Yeah. It's not the best scorpion you want to run. That's not a good scorpion. It's a great scorpion.
How crazy is it that this protein that's found in the poison of a Deathstalker scorpion binds to cancer cells? That's how fucking poisonous it is. It wants to hang out with cancer cells.
It's not just hang out with them. It wants to like hang out with them, ingratiate itself to them, and then stab them in the fucking back.
It's like, if you want to kill cancer, you can only go to one place.
We're going to shrink down history's most nefarious serial killers.
And inject them into your skull.
Jack the Ripper.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Adolf Hitler.
And Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I'm going to get into the chamber now to be shrunk down.
Yeah, just get right in there, man. Get right in there.
I don't like this. I don't like that we're sending them into this body. I don't trust them not to kill each other in there.
What are you doing? Send us in there now. I will have all of you murdered.
Whoa, see, that's what I'm talking about. I don't know that we can trust them to only take out cancer cells in there, doctor. This is a very dangerous procedure. Plus, I want to have children, and I don't think you want to have children.
I just want to live my life here in Ohio with you.
You say that, but I see it in your eyes.
What are you talking about, you two?
Yeah, are we going to get injected into this guy or what?
Yeah, I want to kill something and eat it.
You guys, just hold on.
Wait, you're going to eat cancer cells, Jeffrey? I don't know, maybe. Maybe I will.
Number one, I don't think you really do want to be in Ohio, and I think you can lie to me, but you're only lying to yourself. Number two, we need a charismatic leader to bring these serial killers from history together.
We do?
And I think you want it to be you.
It's true. I want to go on a mission with these 3 serial killers and this action hero from 80s action movies.
Oh no, I am also a serial killer. I killed like a lot of people. It's
That's
crazy.
right. I've seen him do it. He will do it again. When are we eating, guys? Let's eat.
I don't like how quiet Jack the Ripper is. He's bugging me out.
Well, no one knows who he is.
If you want to go in there with them, you go in there. I'm not going to stop you. I'll always love you. Okay, we're shrunk. Let's kill this doctor.
You can read all about that in our new pilot, Cancer Killers, the Tumor Squad.
With Jared Leto as the Joker.
This is crazy that literally the protein that's extracted from the world's most deadliest scorpion poison.
Now, it only bonds to the cancer cells?
That's what it says. It's
what keeps it from poisoning the rest of the brain?
Well, it says it binds to cancer cells and then is joined with a fluorescent molecule flashlight that has been used safely in human surgeries for decades.
Okay.
Pretty crazy.
That is crazy.
So it's using this re-engineered protein from the scorpion poison to attract to the cancer, and it's using a different thing to light up, and so they know if it's lit up, it's cancer.
That's fascinating. I wonder what they do to the scorpion protein to make it only stick to cancer cells.
Well, the craziest thing is the really hard part is that there's this blood-brain barrier. So it's really hard to get molecules into the brain at all.
Yeah.
And the thing that the
It's
scorpion...
the only reason we're not dead all the time.
Right. But the thing that the scorpion poison has found a way to do, get right past that blood-brain barrier.
No, I hate this scorpion.
Because the scorpion has no problem getting right to your fucking brain and killing you with poison.
Oh my God.
So it gets past the proteins that make up the blood-brain barrier. So that's why this scorpion poison is really useful, because it's like, yeah, zip, zip, right into your skull. Crazy, right into the, right into your cerebral cortex.
Wow. To me, what I really love is somebody was researching this poison. Somebody was researching the scorpion and looked at what it did and looked at like, this thing is deadly. This thing is so deadly, it can get beyond the blood-brain barrier.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh.
Yeah, we can use that to our advantage.
That. Really?
Yeah, just
Who
like we
looks
can
at
use
that and like, it's just
Hitler and Jack the Ripper to our advantage. Sometimes you have to ally with your greatest enemy.
That's what I learned from season 1 of Tumor Squad.
Hey, Roger, I'm really glad you applied to the position of my new assistant. It's been a position that I've had to fill repeatedly over the last several months, and I don't like having to do this, but I appreciate you applying.
Sure.
And,
Can I ask about the high rate of turnover?
yes, of course. Well, I'll be frank with you. It is a dangerous job. Mostly you'll be extracting venom from Israeli Deathstalker scorpions.
Okay, and what is the procedure for that?
Well, I have 30 to 40 Deathstalker scorpions in the office at all times.
Just crawling around in the office?
Well, they have to roam freely, or they don't generate enough poison for our purposes.
That does not sound scientifically sound, but go on.
Well, you'll be wearing at least 3 layers of clothing at all times, including gloves, hat, facial mask. And at certain times during the day, when you see fit, you will catch and hold one of the scorpions. You have to massage its tummy with your finger, and then you will squeeze its scorpion tail and extract the poison into a series of mugs that I have in the office. They look a lot like the coffee mugs that we supply into the cafeteria, but they are very, very different because these ones hold scorpion poison.
Okay, so they are different in that they hold scorpion poison
and you shouldn't drink out of them.
Okay, got it.
I mean, they're of the same make and model and color, shape, and size. We basically ordered one pallet of mugs, and we use them for multiple purposes.
Oh God.
Oh, there's a scorpion now. I appreciate you staying behind this plane of glass. Now, you're going to want to...
You said you were going to give me clothing. You said there were going to be 3 layers of
there
clothing.
are. They're right over there in the closet. You didn't want to put those on before the interview? I
didn't know about the job before the interview. Oh, my God.
Don't drink out of that. Oh, that coffee is 3 days old. It
tastes terrible.
Yeah, you don't want to drink out of that.
Oh, let me move this scorpion and get that clothing on.
Okay, good.
Well,
I think
anyway, I'm going to take the job.
Great. I think you'd be fantastic.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of fun. I'd shake your hand, but you're behind that glass.
I'm going to remain
So I'm
here.
just going to pull up my shirt and just put my nipple up against it.
Oh, this is like back in the days in Ohio. God, I miss my wife. But she's inside that cancer patient now.
She thought I died in there, and she went in after me. God, I really want to watch Tumor Squad. Tumor Squad seems like a real good show.
Cancer Killers Tumor Squad?
Oh, I get it. There's a colon.
Right, because
Cancer Killers.
it's only one of the franchise of Cancer Killer
Dude, you know what I love is Cancer Killers Miami. They really get stuff done. Yeah! They're so much sexier, too. You know?
Yeah.
That's what I like.
It's like, both of the twins came by to the apartment. Looks like we're going to have a threemer. As opposed to a tumor.
Yeah, and that's actually 2. That's actually 2 dad jokes.
No, the first one didn't count, man.
Yeah, it's soup. They always count. They always count.
There's nothing funnier than making a sexualized reference to a disease that is the scourge of so many people in this country and abroad.
I mean, that's what they teach you if you take an improv class.
Yeah, always add sexuality to something that is sad and horrible and depressing.
You sit down in like the first session of like a comedy class, it's like, okay, tumors, funny, not funny. Anybody want to take a guess?
If we combine them with puns?
If you combine them with puns, always funny. I would say just funny in general. Tumors, always funny. Next thing, racism. Anybody?
Yeah. If we combine them with puns?
Once again, you're overthinking it. You don't have to combine things or be clever. Certain things are just intrinsically funny. Racism, sexism, homophobia, sickness, inequality, poverty. These things are all funny. You can just say whatever you want about them. This is why you're teaching a
comedy class instead of doing comedy.
Actually, I do comedy too. My name is Daniel Tosh. That shows you how much you know about comedy. That's why you're the student and I'm the teacher. You're fat. Daniel Tosh.
Did we just reveal what Tosh 1.0 was?
I'd say it's all the revisions of Tosh are pretty much like that.
Anywho.
Tumor Squads.
So,
what are they about?
So
have they used this? How often have they used this?
They are using this. Yeah, it's in the phase 1 trial. And it said the Tumor Paint has, during the phase 1 trial, it will be used in an estimated 21 people with tumors on their brain or spines. So It's really difficult to operate on those people because you can mess up the brain and spine so easily if you're not very, very precise on what you're yanking out.
Man, seriously, if you remove even just like the tiniest bit of brain matter, what are you taking out of somebody? You know?
Yeah.
What do they lose? Just even in that tiny bit, how many like neurons are in there?
That's really scary.
It's really spooky. So it's cool that they're doing this. Can I just say, Israeli science is the Australian nature of science.
It is.
Israeli science is always fucking batshit crazy, is it not? Like, they are on the edge of shit.
It's the Krav Maga of medicine.
They are. They're extreme at all times, dude.
Yeah.
They are like because they are also the people that gave us the glowing pig. They are also the people that gave us the glowing plant. They're just gonna be like, okay, what do we bombard with what to get crazy results?
Get it done.
Yeah.
Well, the crazy thing is this is actually developed by this doctor at the Seattle Children's Hospital. And in fact, Seth Bedwell, who sent this story in, like works there with this guy.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I don't think he works with the guy, but he's around.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, this is happening where I work.
Wow. So they're doing the trials there, or this guy in Seattle? So it's just an Israeli scorpion, not Israeli science.
Scorpion. Yeah, the product was actually developed by this Dr. Jim Olson, who's a brain cancer specialist at the Seattle Children's
Superman's
Hospital.
pal.
Yeah. Yeah, Dr.
Jimmy Olsen.
That was a long time ago. Yeah, I started out as a reporter.
You still have that watch?
Oh, yeah.
You call Superman right now?
You know, that's one way. Basically, what it is, we have fluorescent on the cancer cells, and then we shoot lasers from Superman's eyeballs.
Here's what I think is, yes, we could use the procedure that you're detailing. Mm-hmm. We could do that.
I spent a lot of time working on it.
I know you did. But listen, if you've got the watch, let's just call Superman. Let's have him fly backwards around the Earth before this cancer was inoperable.
Yeah.
And we'll just cure the girl.
Well,
you're Superman's pal.
We had a bit of a falling out. I don't want to talk about it, but let's just say I organized a group of serial killers and injected them into a human being, and Superman did not look too kindly on that.
That was you.
Yeah. It was a long time ago, and I lost the love of my life.
Is that why you're here in Seattle instead of Ohio?
I'll always have Ohio.
Yeah, it's super weird. What are you doing? How are you here?
I'm just killing some people.
Never you mind. If you ever want to do the shrinky downy again, you let me know.
Yeah, we're ready to do it right now. I'm so hungry.
You need to use the watch. I don't care what the fallout was. It's time to call Superman. Sometimes it's just time to call Superman. Sometimes it's time to be a doctor and a man of your own. And sometimes it's time to call Superman.
I just don't like it when he calls me Jimmy. It bothers me.
Oh, Jimmy gonna cry?
That's right. You're gonna cry, Jimmy.
You're gonna cry, Jimmy?
I want to drink your tears.
He's not saying anything, but Jack the Ripper is looking at you like he's calling you Jimmy. You gonna take that from him?
Hello, citizens.
There we go.
What can I do for you, Jimmy? Oh, come on, man.
Ah, he called you Jimmy. He did the thing you hate.
I'm Dr. Olson, please. Oh, look what he did to you. That was a weird crossover episode of Cancer Killer's Tumor Squad. They paid a lot of...
That was Lego Cancer Killer's Tumor Squad. Featuring Lego DC superheroes. And you couldn't hear it, but Lego Lord of the Rings was there too.
You know what's really weird? Is all these new
that
Lego...
whole last 2 minutes we did?
all these new Lego Grey's Anatomy sets that are coming out.
Look, I'm building his contempt for her career. You have another tiny, like one of the two pieces?
Oh yeah, it's right over here. I'll have to pull it out of the box of unspoken resentment.
Yeah. I just want to build a little wedge between their dreams. There we go. This is great. It sounds completely batshit crazy, and I'm glad that it exists.
Yeah, me too. Thank God that people think outside the box like this and are willing to freaking use anything to combat the worst things.
If you walked into a room and they're like, we think we can operate on your tumor if we inject you with scorpion poison.
Do it. First guy ready to do it. I mean, come on. I mean, you have brain cancer.
Yeah. I guess it's do it. Yeah, what, scorpions? What else you got?
Yeah.
Tarantulas? I don't care. What do you, stick it in my brain.
Yeah.
I love that there are people willing to think, like, just do the weirdest shit possible in order to move things forward.
Let's mine all of nature for solutions. Yeah. And if it means having to pump poison out of the world's deadliest creatures, let's do it.
We found out that if we inject your colon with blowfish sushi, like the bad part of it, it's going to clear up all of your stomach issues. Fine, do it, whatever, I don't care. Let's just fucking nature the shit out of shit.
Yeah, I'm ready.
If you could be injected with any serial killer.
Oh, Yeah. Which serial killer are we forgetting on the roster?
Yeah, what serial killer should be added to the
I mean, I'll be honest. We added Arnold Schwarzenegger because I couldn't think of another serial killer.
It's really rough. So
Ted Bundy, could have gone Ted Bundy.
Lizzie Borden.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
It all happens.
What serial killer, if you could build your all-stars of Tumor Squad, who would they be? Let us know. You can send that into us, hashtag Grey's Anatomy.
Or, yeah, that would be great. Just a list of serial killer names and then hashtag Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
Or you could do that on iTunes. You could give us a 5-star review. We love those, but you do not want to review the show.
No, don't do a written review of the show. God, no.
There's no reason to do that.
Yeah, but just leave a list of serial killers you would most like injected into your body.